everyone, and welcome again to another edition of Girls Ink at Home. For today's activity, we're going to make invisible ink. All you need are some household objects and the hidden power of lemon juice. And if you don't have lemon juice, you can use substances such as orange juice, honey, milk, and vinegar. So we're going to grab our paper, our lemon juice, and our bowl. And into our bowl, we're going to squeeze our half a lemon. It's okay if seeds get in there. They're really not going to affect this project. If you don't have lemon juice, again, you can use orange juice, vinegar, milk. You only need a tiny bit. So now I'm going to dilute it with a little bit of water, just a drop. And this is so our ink kind of dries up clear. And I'm going to use my Q-tip, also known as cotton swab, and I'm going to mix up the water and the lemon juice together. And now I can write my message. So make sure that your cotton swab is wet when you're writing. So if you need to dip it a few times into the lemon juice mixture, do so. Just because when we let this dry out, of course it's going to look invisible, but then when we go to our next step, we want to make sure that it was wet enough to begin with so that your message will pop out at the end. For our invisible ink to work, we need to heat up the paper. The way that we're going to heat up our paper is by using a hairdryer, but you can also put your paper really close to a lamp without touching the bulb and let it stay there or hold it up for a few minutes until you start seeing the message start to appear. So the whole reason why our invisible messages work due to the process called oxidation. When you painted the lemon juice solution onto the paper, the carbon-based compounds that are in the lemon juice were absorbed into the paper's fibers. When you heated the paper, the heat caused some of the chemical bonds to break down, freeing the carbon. And once the carbon came into contact with the air, it went through the process that we call oxidation. Oxidation is the process that turns your apples brown and turns your avocados brown. So the way that our experiment worked was that we diluted the lemon juice, and so that made our invisible ink, but when we heated it up, we could see the message. I hope that you had a really good time watching this and that you get to try this at home. And as our message says, we miss you, and stay tuned for our next videos.